I actually want to start off the stream with a little Zygarde. I think this is a deck that has a lot of potential and is actually pretty solid. For those who don't know, Zygarde GX's Verdict GX does 150 damage, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX during your opponent's next turn. So, with a lot of the format being just really reliant on, you know, hard-hitting GX Pokemon, I think Verdict GX can be pretty strong. Chippington, what's up, Joey? What's up, Michael? How's it going, guys? Thanks for coming out to the stream. And yeah, so we're gonna start things off with Zygarde GX here. We've also got a 3/3 Octillery line, super thick line. I just really want to get this guy in play as consistently as possible. Having 2 in play will be really good for us, I think. We want to have a lot of draw so that we can stream the Bonnies later on in the game, and also because we need to, like, later on in the game, if we get up a Verdict GX like stream going, we need to draw into Stadium plus Bonnie basically every single turn. We've got 4 copies of Brooklet Hill, sorry, not Scorched Earth, Brooklet Hill. That's going to help us get our basics in play quickly, get our Remoraid set up so we can get our Octillery set up, get our Zygardes in play so we can, like, hit some max elixirs and stuff like that. We've got 2 Scorched Earths as well for later on in the game. This just adds a little more draw power. We've got the 10 basic fightings, and that also combines well with the Cell Connector. The first attack here, 50 damage. Attach 2 fighting energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon, so definitely have some potential there. Diancie Prism Star is here to help us just hit numbers with that Princess's Cheer ability, as well as Regirock EX with a Choice Band plus Diancie, that is 200 damage, which is a good number to hit, and Regirock gets us to that 210, which can let us knock out something like a Golisopod. Golisopod is definitely a really tough matchup for us. We are weak to grass, and they play a really heavy Guzma count, so they can always just Guzma around our Verdict GX. So we're going to have to try to play around what we bench at specific times in that specific matchup, so we'll go with that. Any expanded decks today? Probably not today. We're going to stick with standard for now, but once we get past Toronto and start looking at the format for Roanoke, I'll work on some testing there. What's up, Jackie? How's it going? 50 Shades of Cray, what is going on? Thanks for coming to the stream. And yeah, we've got the 4 Sycamore, still just like really strong draw. Supporter, 2 N, 2 Cynthia. I'm not totally sold on this supporter counts. We've also got the 2 Guzma. I would love to have more Guzma, but I'm kind of alleviating that by playing the Pal Pad. This is also good to help us get back the Bonnies to increase our odds of drawing them later on. So, yeah, 4 Max Elixir, 3 Choice Band, 2 Floatstone. And this is the list we're working with, so let's go ahead and hop over to the ladder. Table on with the auto host coming in as well. Thank you, Pablo. I guess you're probably not here to hear that, but it just popped up on my chat. Table on is now auto hosting you. So, yeah, we'll hop in and grab a couple games and see if we can't come away with a couple of wins. All right, looks like some sort of fighting, or Lucario Zoroark. Okay, that's probably what it's going to be. I was going to say fighting Zoroark deck, couldn't think of what that would be, but then we see the Lucario coin, so Lucario Zoroark. Alright, so we get started here with a Zygarde. Not an awful hand. We've got a Brooklet, we've got a Remoraid. If we can just draw a DCE, we can hopefully knock out whatever he starts here in the active spot. If it is a Riolu, we can just go Brooklet for a Diancie. I should have benched this Remoraid, so that's a mistake right there, automatically. Here we are. What's up, Gus? How's it going? Thanks for coming out to the stream. Gus, I did put in for a emote for subscribers, so you can click to see if it shows up yet. I don't think it's been approved yet, though, but it's going to be a Mega Rayquaza emote for the first emote. But okay, so on to our turn. Do we actually want a Scorched Earth to put a fighting in the discard as opposed to Brooklet? I don't think so. I think it's going to be better to try to just get the DCE to knock out with Diancie. So we'll get that down. We've got our whole Remoraid line in here. We've got the Lele, which is good. Looks like we did prize a couple of Brooklet Hills, so a couple stadiums prize. That's not a bad thing to, like, get out of the prizes later. We also prized a Sycamore, it looks like, and a Fighting Energy, and a Floatstone, so we'll get this guy down. Right on, nothing yet, but I'll keep an eye out, so that way I can spam Azul with Rays. Spamming me with the Boos, I appreciate it, man. Alright, so we'll just do this. Let's see if we can hit a DCE. We got 4 in the deck, and we do right away. And we get an Ultra Ball to put a Fighting down in the discard. That is a pretty solid first turn, if I do say so. So we'll get rid of this. I think we'll just get rid of the other Ultra Ball and just get down another Remoraid. So if he like Guzma KOs our Remoraid, we have guaranteed Octillery at least next turn. Wanted to get that down for sure so we can get an extra energy this turn. And threaten the Verdict GX next turn, actually. So pretty solid start here, guys. Did I see Joe from OmniPoke's Water Box? I saw him post it, but I have not looked at the list yet. I know that Joe loves that deck, so I will take a look at it for sure. But Joe is always loving, has always been loving some Water Box, so I need to check it out for sure. All right, so he's gonna go ahead and get an Ultra Ball. Maybe getting a Lucario GX. What would he need to get a knockout with Lucario this turn? I actually don't know that he can. Let's see, he can do Strong plus Kukui. Yeah, he's not going to be able to since he played a Cynthia. He would need, like, let's see, 120 plus 20 more, 40, plus Choice Band 170, plus Diancie Prism Star, that's 190. So if he had gotten, like, a Kukui turn, he maybe could have done it, but I don't think he'll be able to do it here. What he can do, though, is set up to... sorry, guys. I've got, like, a frog in my throat or something, like, having a hard time getting my throat clear. But what he can do is he can just, like, hit us really hard this turn with the Lucario if he gets it, and then that way he can set up for, like, trying to ram knock us out if we go for a Verdict GX, if that makes sense. He would need Kukui, Choice Band, Strong Diancie. Yeah, he would need a lot of cards to pull off that combo right there. Volcanion is better than I thought originally. Probably the only deck it can work in, though. The Volcanion Prism Star, you mean? Yeah, I definitely think that is a solid card for sure. And that it does make sense in that deck. I could also see it in like some sort of Ninetales deck as well, potentially. So we'll go get another Zygarde, I guess, to Max Elixir 2. I actually don't want to Max Elixir yet because I want to draw the basic fighting. I want to have higher odds of drawing the basic fighting here. There we go. And we get another Octillery. Do we bench the Regirock? I don't think we need to. And we do hit the Elixirs. Feels good. I don't think we want to bench Regirock. Not yet, at least. Another Elixir. Can we hit another Elixir? Do we just hold this at this point? I think we'll go ahead and hit it. Ah, never mind. A little too greedy. That was a really solid turn, though. And we can go for the Verdict GX. And he has to, like, Guzma to hit anything this turn. He can Guzma and, like, knock out Diancie. He can Guzma knock out one of our Octilleries. But this is a really good setup here for just... This is our second turn, isn't it? We went second, right? So this is our second turn. We've got a Verdict GX on turn 2 with another Zygarde with an energy powered up on the bench. Greed levels off the charts. Going for that Elixir. Yeah, maybe a little too greedy there. Maybe I should have just held it to go one card deeper next turn. But he's going to hit us with an N. That is okay with me. I think we took this Choice Band off the prizes. Otherwise, I think I probably would have put that somewhere, but I'm pretty sure we took it off the prizes. And we have Lele, so we can go get Bonnie, so we can Verdict GX once again. He's going to need a Floatstone plus a DCE if he wants to even attack this turn. And things are just looking really solid for us. Boom, now we have Bonnie. Yep, there we go. Lele for Bonnie seems pretty good to me. We're definitely going to try to at least Abyssal Hand once before so we can try to not put the Lele in play, but we'll leave it as an option in case we need to. And we actually may, if he's getting Parallel City back here... okay, we actually can't Lele for Bonnie anymore. And so what do we get rid of? We maybe don't need Diancie at this point. I'm not so sure. Double B, appreciate the follow. We need Diancie to knock out a Lucario. Do we get rid of the Zygarde? Honestly, I think we get rid of the Zygarde. But I kind of want to go like maybe Guzma if we get Choice Band or something like that. I think we'll get rid of Octillery. Do you prefer Zoro Zygarde or Octillery Zygarde? Definitely Octillery so far. Yeah, that's what I decided to do, Gus, is just go to one Octo. I really want to keep them both in play if I can, but, you know, it obviously did not quite work out there. There we go, we get a Scorched Earth, so that does give us the Bonnie if we want it now. We may go for a Guzma, though. We can Scorched Earth discard the energy, go Guzma. We would need, so what do we need for the knockout? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We need Regirock plus Choice Band to get the knockout, which we can definitely get. I think we'll Abyssal Hand first. Steel Buy-In and Mad Tucker, appreciate the follows. We got the Regirock, so now we just need a Choice Band. We did not get the Choice Band, so I think based on that, should we just go Bonnie Verdict, or should we go Guzma, maybe knock out the Riolu? Honestly, maybe just knocking out Riolu is fine here. I don't really want to put Regirock in play, because it could, you know, open up like another weird Parallel City play where we have to discard DNC or Regirock or something. Am I going to? Yes, I am going to Toronto, and I will be commentating, as Gus just informed us. So we can, this does put us on like odd prizes though, which isn't great. I didn't want to use just like a Bonnie there, but we're going to be so far ahead. I kind of just want to keep the Zygarde, or sorry, the whatever the big dude is called, Lucario's out of play. So this will get us the knockout because of DNC Prism Stars. Cheerleader, Princess's Cheers, I was going to call it Cheerleader's Cheers. Princess's Cheers ability. And we've got 2 fully powered Zygardes on turn 3. Octillery in play. We're sitting pretty, guys. We are looking pretty good at this point. How's this deck been treating you so far? It is pretty good, pretty good. I like it, to say the least. And from there, though, not sure how great it is. But yeah, we've got two big dudes built up here, as Guy Wentha just said in chat. 2 big dudes ready to go. But yeah, appreciate it, Taft. Thank you. I'm super excited to be able to go commentate. So we do have 1 Guzma still, so we have that option. We have the Lele for Bonnie option still. And he has no way to one-shot a Zygarde with no Riolus in play. And even if he had Riolu in play, he would need Strong, Kukui, Choice, DNC. So he needs a lot to pull that off. But with 3 Zoroarks, it's definitely something that can happen. Yeah, for sure. If you see me at Toronto Regionals, Taft, definitely come up and say what's up. I'll be at the commentators area all day, or like the stream area, I guess. So just come up there, say what's up, and I will try to be there. Commentating Toronto, nice. Going to be my first regionals to compete in. Buzzrocket is, I'm 2 to 3 cards off of Azul's list. Nice. Yeah, I definitely like Buzzrock. I think it's a solid deck, so... He's actually going to Guzma KO my Octillery, which is a little annoying. That's why we play the 3-3, boys. We'll have to try to go set that up again this turn. But yeah, we're just going to get a Verdict GX here onto this Zoroark. And we're going to be sitting pretty. And there's an Elixir. We don't even need the Elixir. Like, we don't need... We've got 2 Zygardes. We don't need any other attackers this game. So I think I'm honestly just going to get rid of these 2 things. We'll keep the DC so we can maybe like retreat the Yancy if we have to. I guess we could have Scorched Earth the fighting to draw another card, but Lele for Bonnie here is really, really solid if you ask me. We'll put Regirock down. We'll put the DCE on DNC so we can retreat it maybe. Maybe we should just put it on Lele. I don't know what my opponent can do to win the game at this point, though. We're going to just go down to 1 prize left, and we have a Sycamore in hand. 2 Floatstones in deck, so they can try to, like, Guzma stall us, maybe. And there's another Sycamore off the prizes. Are you going to be dressing out for the stream or just your casual? The dress code for the stream is just going to be, like, a button-down shirt, is what they told me to wear, so... I would have worn a suit if they had asked me to, but they requested just a button-down shirt. I don't think they want to do suits for this one, so... So, yeah, appreciate everyone coming out and saying what's up in the stream. If you haven't followed yet, definitely make sure you do click that follow button so that you can get notified anytime we go live. And this will be on YouTube after the fact as well, so anyone watching on YouTube, definitely be sure to come check out my Twitch streams where I, live stream a lot of the decks that I post on YouTube, so feel free to check that out. Link is in the description of all of my videos. So we're going to see double puzzle here, most likely. Yep, gonna get Riolu Parallel, so really sticking to that parallel strategy. And we're just gonna get rid of Regirock Lele. Here comes the Riolu. I don't know what my opponent's gonna try to go for here. We're just gonna see an N though. They can't even like retreat past and anything. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be GG. Can they retreat into anything that I can't knock out? I don't think so. We just used Land's Wrath to knock out Mewtwo or DNC. I don't know. Yeah, my opponent's just going to go ahead and scoop it up there. Young Visionary, appreciate the follow. And Joy Rudiger, appreciate the follow, man. How's it going, Joy? Will I be at Cups this weekend? I will not, because I'll be in Toronto this weekend. So no Cups for me. I will be in Canada. Okay, ooh, going up against an all-dark deck. And most dark Pokemon are weak to fighting, so hopefully this will be another good match for us here. It'll be our turn to go first. This might be someone doing just like a dark-type challenge or something like that. Pretty solid start getting a Zygarde to get things going. I'm not going to bench anything because we are going first. It is a Guzzlord deck. What is life? Okay. Eat sloppily, discard the top 5 cards, attach them to this Pokemon. So we can knock this Pokemon out next turn pretty easily, honestly. I think we'll just go ahead and go like this. I honestly maybe should have just Sycamored away the fighting energy. I think I might Sycamore here as opposed to N. Put this here. Yeah, I should have just Sycamored away this fighting energy, honestly. LOL, this deck, yeah, I know. Not a deck I was expecting to go up against, for sure. We might save the Ultra Balls for Octillery next turn, and doing so will probably save the Elixir as well. That'll let us get rid of 1 fighting. We go DCE, and this can also let us like potentially find DNC and Regirock and stuff for next turn to get a knockout. So we're going to hold this hand for now, because we'll Ultra Ball next turn, get a card out, and then Elixir to increase our odds by like basically 2 cards, because we'll increase our odds of hitting it by the top deck and whatever we draw from our by the top deck and whatever we get off the Ultra Ball as well. A couple of follows there. We've got Matt Mackey, appreciate the follow, and Myth Epic Weaver, thank you so much for the follow. Thanks for being here, guys. So yeah, what do we need to get a knockout here? We're doing 70, 140 now. I think if we just get... Oh, he only got 1 energy off of that? And he plays Weakness Policy. Yeah, my opponent's just going to scoop right away. That is hilarious. He only got 1 energy off of the Eat Sloppily. Let's see if we can see his list real fast to see how many energy he does play. No, he's got his list hidden, so we can't see it. But that's pretty funny. We'll definitely grab another one to see if we can get a real game in. Another real game. Our first game was a real game for sure. Okay. A water colorless deck. This could be the like water box deck we've heard about now. This could be what else could this be? This could be like Greninja potentially, I guess, with like Talonflame. We'll see what it is. Could be some sort of Greninja GX deck as well. My Guzzy deck plays 50 Dark, 1 Beast, 4 Choice, 4 Greedy Dice. Kipo, I love it. I love it. Zyko, appreciate the follow. How's it going? So we're going first. We'll start Zygarde. Water Box or Empoleon without... Oh, yeah, I guess it could be Empoleon without Lele. I would have expected a Psychic type from basically... I mean, doesn't the Water Box deck play Lele as well? I haven't seen Joe's list, like I said, yet. But I would assume it plays Lele, so... My initial thought whenever I see a Water type and no Psychic type is probably Greninja, but even then, Greninjas normally play... like 1 Lele or 1 Espeon EX. So I don't know what this is going to be. It looks like it is Greninja though, so... this can be a little tough. We'll Ultra Ball... Choice Band and a Fighting. Get another Zygarde and Elixir to it. Menius, appreciate the follow. How's it going? We kept the Ultra Ball because I want to be able to find like DNC or Octillery next turn if we need it. So like it increases our odds of being able to find it after the end. Water Box can be played without it. Okay, I guess it could be. There, wow, double elixir plus a Brooklet. We'll definitely just go get Diancie with this, I guess. Is Diancie or Regirock better? Diancie lets us knock out Frogadier, so we'll just get that down. We'll hold the DCE in case of like an enhanced hammer. We'll whiff that elixir. We have kind of a dead hand, unfortunately, after this, but should we hold this elixir? No, we want to draw, like, increase our chances to top deck something playable next turn, I guess, so we'll just do that. And yeah, I think I will hold the DC in case of an enhanced hammer, like I said, so we'll just start with this. And see what my opponent does. We might just be able to get the knockout on Froakie next turn. Oh, well, nothing yet. They could also just go for a... They might, like, have to go for a bubble here to stay in the game. So we'll see if that's the route they have to take. Well, maybe they went AFK. I think this is definitely a matchup that could be harder, but definitely winnable. We're not super reliant on abilities. I think if we power up 2 Zygardes, we should be good to go. I guess maybe we shouldn't have put this Brooklet Hill in play. We could have just held that for a turn because we didn't need the Diancie here. He's going to blow it away. He did have a Cynthia though, so it might not have mattered too much. And let's see if he does get a water. Let's see if he decides to play it or not. No. If he got it, he didn't decide to play it. And we top deck an N. We'll definitely take that. We'll go ahead and play this because we don't want to draw it. Okay, we get another elixir. We get another Ultra Ball, so we can just ditch another energy, which is great. We'll get rid of Choice Band Fighting, get Octillery. So that's 2 fightings in the discard, right? Yep. We'll play Elixir first. Yep. Increase our odds of drawing other stuff if we hit the Elixir. Nice, we get Brooklet, Scorched Earth. We're not going to play the Brooklet, though. We'll just go Cell Connector. Take the KO. Put the 2 fighting on the active. Pretty good and set up here at this point. Any advice for playing against Gardy with Golisopod? I lost the finals of a cup against it because Golisopod is so underwhelming. You just have to really cycle your healing very smart. Like, be very smart about it. If they get an early 6 energy Gardy, it's really tough to win at that point. You just have to, like, try to 2-hit KO it with 2 Glissopods. But, yeah, just really be smart with your healing. Keep only 1 energy on your Glissopods unless you're going to use Crossing Cut to knock out a Lele for 2 prizes. Would be my advice for sure. So, looks like we might be seeing a bubble here. And we could just have another fast game if he flips Tails on the bubble. Or if he has a Frogadier in his hand, we'll see. Ooh, has to go for the bubble, and it is Tails, so we do win another one there right away. We'll go for the verdicts. No, we didn't get the verdict off. We'll get another one in for the video, and... yeah, we got a nice little win streak going. I think that's the 3rd game in a row with Zygarde. I had 1 game win before we started streaming, so we'll keep it going. This seems like a really bad matchup for Frogs, just with the base Pokemon being so fat and you don't really have to rely on abilities. Yeah, I can definitely see that. It just kind of... and I guess Verdict GX doesn't matter that much as far as... Shiny Cat Gaming, thanks for the follow. I guess the Verdict GX doesn't matter that much because they don't play GX Pokemon that are going to hit us, right? But it could, like, matter just for getting the damage numbers we need, so... so they're going to see who's going first. Looks like they will, of course, choose to go first. We get a pretty solid start, pretty solid. We've been doing really good about hitting DCE on the first turn. If we can keep that trend up, I think we'll be good to go. And it's like a tough call here. Like, do we attach this fighting and try to get off an attack next turn? Do we Scorched Earth, draw it, or like discard it so we can try to like DCE make something happen? It's unfavorable, but it's doable. No, definitely. It's definitely doable, but I can see how it would be a little harder of a matchup for Greninja. Ooh, just a big Sycamore from the start, getting rid of Energy Switch, Fighting, Choice Band, and an Octillery, and the Super Rod. It looks like it is indeed going to be a Buzzwole deck. We get Diancie Prism Star, which is great to get on the top. It makes it more likely that we can knock out this Remoraid this turn. We will go ahead and put the Scorched Earth in play to get rid of this. Try to hit that DCE. We can get a Zygarde down, and we'll just go for the N here. See if we can't find a double colorless energy to get the KO. Looks like our luck has run out, folks. We do not get the DCE here, but he doesn't have any energy in play. I think I'm okay just attaching to the active, honestly, and we'll just pass from here. We will have the Ultra Ball to get an Octillery next turn, or maybe a Lele, something like that. Since Stitching Me negates Diancie, Regirock, and Octillery. Yeah, no, that definitely does make a difference, but 200 HP basic attackers can be tough for Greninja to deal with. Landswrath knocks out the non-breaks. We don't play Strong Energy in this list, but I guess if a Zygarde did play Strong Energies, that would let them knock out a Greninja break with Verdict GX. If they don't Stitch or they don't get off the Stitch, we can use Verdict GX for a turn to KO a break, but that's pretty unlikely, I guess. So it looks like they're going to Ultra Ball, get rid of a Lycanroc, and I think a Guzma is what went down there. I'm going to just go get a Tapu Lele. Man, really slow start for my opponent. How do I like this deck so far? I like it pretty good. I think it is pretty solid. We might see a Guzma actually here. I wouldn't hate that from my opponent. It looks like that is what they're going to go for. Did they discard a Guzma to get that though, or did they discard something else? They discarded an N. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just knock out our Remoraid. A little annoying. That means we have to go find a Tapu Lele here. So slower start here, but it's unlikely they'll get a knockout with this one, and we do get the DCE, so we can Cell Connector for a decent little chunk of damage. We'll go ahead and put the other Zygarde GX in play. Oh, should we Ultra Ball it, actually? It's, like, unlikely he'll be able to knock this one out this turn with... with a Buzzwole, he'd need like to have a really good turn with just 2 cards in his hand. We also want to try to knock out like something that's a 1-prizer at some point, so that we can play around the baby Buzzwole sledgehammering us. I think we discard a Bonnie, honestly. And we can just go get a Sycamore. I don't really want to put the Lele in play, but it's fine, I think. We'll just get Remoraid down. I guess we may have wanted Regirock down so we can do the Verdict without a Choice Band, but I don't think it'll matter, especially since like right here we'll, excuse me, hit a decent chunk of damage. If we had known we were going to top deck the DCE, I could have seen maybe going for like a Guzma play this turn to knock out his Remoraid. But that leaves us with not really much of anything, so we'll just, I think this is totally fine to just go for that Sycamore. We can try to hit some Elixirs here. I think it's fine to go ahead and play them. Give it to me. Yes, very good, very good, very good. We'll go ahead and power up another one. And we're well on our way to looking pretty good here, so... 70 damage, and that can allow us to maybe go for a Verdict next turn. I don't really want to go for a Verdict, though, because that just plays right into the Sledgehammer coming up to knock us out. Like, I think Landswrath would be better this coming turn as opposed to Verdict GX, but we'll see if he does use the Bloodthirst. Yes, he is actually going to target down the Remoraid. A little annoying here. He probably thinks he's taken them all out, but we do play that 3-3 line, which is pretty solid at this point. He will just need 1 Fighting Energy to knock us out with Buzzwole, which is annoying. So we can maybe do like a Sycamore play, discard an energy, and try to go for Cell Connector. If we get Choice Band, no, we wouldn't be able to get the knockout. I think it's fine to go for a Verdict. He hasn't played any energy. He would have attached one that turn, I think, if he had it. So he's kind of... He might not have an energy, honestly. And we're discarding a lot of Stadium/supporters. We're going to put the Remoraid in play. We'll Pow Pad back a Bonnie and a Sycamore. Kyle Dog, appreciate the follow. How's it going? Do we Scorched Earth, maybe? As opposed to Sycamoring? Scorched Earth could find us a Guzma, so we could maybe Guzma knock out his Remoraid, as opposed to playing into the Baby Buzzwole. So let's do that first. We did not get there, and we would have to discard another Bonnie. Okay, so we're just going to hold this hand. That's a big feels bad, man. But, like, he hasn't played any cards the past couple turns. I feel like he would have attached energy these past couple turns if he had it. Maybe he's trying to bait us, though, and not play an energy from his hand to make us think he doesn't have it. But worst case scenario, we do have Bonnie into Verdict GX again to knock out the Buzzwole. So I think it's okay. We'll just go for it. 170. Trying to make Gardevoir Sylveon GX deck, but miss 4 Guard and 2 Sylveon and the Lele. Oh, you don't have the cards yet? Yeah, it's kind of tough to trade for the cards sometimes. What's up, Pandage? How's it going? Thanks for coming out to the stream. Chip, could you name a couple of decks you think are really fun that are also pretty competitive? Buzzwole Lycanroc, this deck that we're going up against, I think is super fun. But honestly, I've been testing a Buzzwole deck that doesn't play Lycanroc anymore. It's just more of like the Turbo Buzzwole type of deck. And we're going to play games with that later on today. I like that deck a lot as well. So it looks like he did Scorched Earth, so he did have the energy. So he must have 2 energies in hand. Fun and competitive. There are a lot of competitive decks that are fun. Beast Ring is activated as well, something else to remember. So Beast Ring's going to get 2 energies onto Buzzwole. There's a basic to the active and a Sledgehammer. I really want to try to Guzma this turn if I can, but it's really unlikely with our hand. We can go for the Verdict GX worst case scenario, though. There's a Brooklet, so we'll go Brooklet, get down Regirock. We will Bonnie, and Verdict GX will attach down here. Bonnie, and Verdict GX. Duskmane, Magnezone, Greninja, Beast Box. Those are all interesting. I haven't tested Beast Box yet. That's a deck I also want to try to test. Bulu is fun, but a classic Glass Cannon deck. Yeah, it's definitely... I definitely can see how it would be considered that. So he's doing this, so he must have Energy Guzma. He's down 2 Guzma already, though. Oh, no, he did that because he has a Floatstone. Okay, so he does not have it yet. He is down to just 2 prizes. We have not been able to draw our Guzmas at effective times, or like at all this game, honestly. But we do have Ultra Ball. We can go try to dig for like a Guzma play next turn. Or this coming turn, I should say. Beast Box is basically Zoroark minus the trades. Yeah, I guess so. This deck seems trash. This deck is pretty good. It's been running pretty well today. This is the first game that's kind of like not looking so hot. We didn't get a Guzma on one turn where I wanted to like Guzma knock out his Remoraid, so that was kind of unfortunate. But what's up, GE the Real? What's up? And thanks for the follow, Dougie305 and GE the Real. Thanks for the follows, guys. It's easier to get the stuff for Beast Box. Yeah, that makes sense as well. But yeah, Ezreal, I don't think this deck is trash. It's definitely interesting. I don't think it's like the best deck necessarily, but I think it's solid. I think it's solid. We're messing around with it, seeing if there's potential with this type of idea. Ooh, there is a Mew coming into play. That can, of course, hit through the Verdict GX. Looks like he did not get what he needs, though. There's a Fighting Energy. Can we find a Guzma here off of this Octillery, which is what we're going to go for? Worst case scenario, we will Bonnie into Verdict again, but we'll try to get a Guzma knockout on this Buzzwole if we can, I think. Because we have 150, 60, 70, 80. We do need a Choice Band as well. So we need Choice Band Guzma, basically. We're going to put the Fighting down here so we can retreat this. If we get the Guzma, and we'll try to hit it. Let's see it. Guzma. We've got 2 in the deck still. We haven't played one. did not get there. We will get off the Bonnie, though, which is something. And it gives him one more turn to find Guzma, though, and he's only played 2, so that's unfortunate. I think if we got a Guzma there, we knock this out. I think this game is kind of wrapped up, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like we were able to get there. I guess we could have put this Floatstone in play. Dang. We need a Guzma plus Choice Band, I guess, but we just drew double Sycamore, which is not what we needed. Your damage camp is not as high as you want without Bonnie. Finding Bonnie seems harder than you want. Yeah, but it's not... I played 3/3 Octillery, so lots of ways to find the Bonnie. Yeah, if we just had... if we had hit what we needed there, that would have been fine. We had 3 Choice Bands in the deck, plus the 2 Guzmas, but that's unfortunate. But that's the Zygarde deck. I do really like it a lot. I think it has a lot of potential. The idea of, like, just using multiple GX attacks, spamming your GX attack over and over again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this on YouTube if you guys were watching it. Like I said, this was live streamed on my Twitch, so definitely come check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TrainerChip, if you want to see these decks in action live, so feel free to come check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care. And Loco Taco with the 1-bit cheer coming in right at the end of the video.